Next year, the X-Men will have to go up against the one thing they may not be able to overcome, memories of the Last Stand. And that's because Fox will try to adapt the Dark Phoenix storyline for real this time, when X-Men Dark Phoenix hits theaters. Very aptly named that one is. Now a rumor has surfaced after a report by Nerdist that may reveal Magneto's Dark Phoenix storyline. According to the report, Magneto will have a role of a cult leader, most likely leading the Acolytes, which are a group of mutants who view Magneto as a religious savior to the mutant kind. Now, it has been rumored for quite some time that Dark Phoenix will see the X-Men journey into the final frontier of space, similar to what Fast and Furious might be doing. This is where reporting kind of turns into speculation, because in the comics, the home of the Acolytes was a base called the Avalon. And the Avalon is a base that Magneto built that is located on the moon. Speculation in the original report is that, being that the Acolytes are being introduced, and coupling that with the fact that it is believed they'll be going into space, we may see the Avalon, a lot of A's here, Avalon in the film. Alright guys, so is a Magneto-led space cult just like too fucking ridiculous even for X-Men? Like, how do we feel about this storyline?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like, Apocalypse was good. It wasn't great, but I thought it was good.
I like the second half of Apocalypse. I did not like the first half of Apocalypse. So for me, it's just sort of like an average movie. Definitely not better than First Class or especially Days of Future Past.
Yeah, Days of Future Past is hands down my favorite X-Men film, not including Logan. You know what I mean?
Or Deadpool.
Or Deadpool, yeah, because those are like outside of the actual X-Men movies. But out of the X-Men movies,
by the way.
No, it was originally Supernova, and they changed it to X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Which Supernova sounded better, but whatever.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix is just very on the nose.
Yeah, for real.
That would be like the new Avengers movie being like, Avengers, Thanos. I mean, it's accurate. Like, Infinity War just sounds better, but it's accurate.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like, don't get me wrong, Michael Fassbender as Magneto is awesome, so I'm not going to ever complain to have him on screen. I just feel like, it would be awesome to see them go in a new direction.
I just feel like in every single X-Men movie of the new ones, it's just sort of the same thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like either Magneto starts off as a bad guy and then something changes so that he is now good at the end of the film, or he starts off as a good guy, then something changes so that he's like bad at the end of the film. Like, it's just it's one of those two things.
It's very repetitive.
Yeah, and like, spoiler alert for Apocalypse or anyone who hasn't seen it yet, at the end of the film, he like sort of like saves them, and he's like, I betrayed my friends, I'm good now. And he's like, oh, you should stay at the school. And he's like, no, but we're cool. So it's like he's kind of a good guy at the end of Apocalypse. Now he's going to be like a cult leader, which kind of sounds like a villain-esque thing.
I'm not quite sure what... I didn't see Apocalypse, so...
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's just like... But it's like any other X-Men movie. Like, either Magneto starts on one side, then at the end he turns the other side, or vice versa. So, I mean... I don't know. I get that it's in the comics, and I get that, like, X-Men, like, by definition, is really ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I just don't know how I feel about... It almost reminds me of, like, Austin Powers, how, like, Dr. Evil has the moon base.
Right, I hear what you mean.
I feel like, I don't know why. It's just going to be like, and now we are checking in with Magneto on the moon.
Now if this movie even becomes a thing, I'm not going to be able to take it seriously now.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Do you guys want to see the Avalon and the Acolytes in the movie?
I mean, new storylines. I mean, I'm all for it, just as long as it's, just as long as it's good on screen. I mean, I don't see any reason why not. I'm not too big into X-Men lore to know what the Avalons or the Acolytes, all that stuff like to be really is. So if it comes on screen for me and it's good, I won't be mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean like Days of Future Past, just the premise was ridiculous and the movie was awesome. So,
exactly. So.
I mean, they can obviously take ridiculous stuff that just like Apocalypse was just way too crowded, and the first half of the movie, there were like 5 different storylines going on. It just bounced between each one before like everyone sort of came together for the big storyline.
Yeah.
That was my big problem with it. But yeah, I mean, if it's good, it's good. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, like you would rather see something else.
Yeah, exactly. I would rather them just like have the base on Earth, because I feel like that would just be, You know, and then like even at the end of the movie, maybe you can sort of tease him being like, "Oh yeah, we have to leave, and I know where we can build this base." Da 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 da. You know, like
Yeah.
like I don't know. I just feel like if we jump into this movie and they're like, "Okay, well, what's going on with the X-Men?" and Charles Xavier's like, "Well, Magneto's on the moon, so like he's just sort of chilling up there." Like if we just jump into him already being on the moon, I'll be like, "Wait, what?" Like he just built
what
a
just
base
happened?
on the moon, like between movies? Like that seems like a big deal.
It's like, I think we skipped a chapter here. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. Yeah. So who's Famke Jensen? Who's she play?
I don't know how you pronounce her name. Is it Famke Janssen? She plays Jean Grey in the original X-Men movies.
Oh, her. Yeah, I read something about that. Yeah.
Yeah. She told Comic Book that she thinks she's done with X-Men. She's very, she was like very appreciative of everything.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, it was so much fun, but you know, she just felt like it ran her course, like with her character specifically. Not really for her. So yeah, she says that she thinks they're done because obviously you have Sophie Turner playing the role now.
Yeah, for real. I think it's unnecessary to have her at this point.
Yeah, it was really cool to see her like at the end of Days of Future Past, just like that quick cameo, and I felt like that was enough, you know?
Yeah, seriously, because we don't need to go back to present time X-Men to understand like what's going on and
no,
things
yeah,
like that, you know?
we're good with the just decade jumping but non-aging X-Men universe.
Yeah, I still believe that they should have rebooted everything, you know, but it's whatever, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the direction they're going. I'm excited for New Mutants next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got some good young actors in there. So yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, we'll see.